Rome, Herod, and the world of Jesus. The story of Jesus unfolds inside one of the most powerful and turbulent empires the world has ever seen, the Roman Empire. And alongside Rome's iron strength stood a local dynasty filled with ambition, fear, and political intrigue, the Herods. To understand the world Jesus was born into, we must see the stage God set long before his birth. In the years before Jesus was born, the Roman Empire was ruled by Caesar Augustus, the man who transformed Rome from a fragile republic into a unified global empire. He built roads, secured borders, and ushered in what historians call the Pax Romana, the Roman peace. This stability stretched across 3 continents, and it was into this vast empire that God chose to send his Son. In Judea, Rome's influence was felt everywhere, but it was carried out through a single man, Herod the Great. Herod ruled with brilliance and brutality. He rebuilt the temple with stunning beauty and filled the land with fear. Suspicious, paranoid, and violent, Herod is remembered for the massacre of the infants in Bethlehem, a desperate attempt to stop the birth of a rival king. After Herod's death, his kingdom fractured. His sons divided the land like pieces of a puzzle. Archelaus ruled Judea with cruelty until Rome removed him. Herod Antipas, the ruler of Galilee, became the Herod of Jesus' adulthood, the man who mocked him during his trial and executed John the Baptist. And Philip, the most stable of the 3, governed the northern regions. Because of unrest, Rome stepped in and took direct control of Judea in AD 6. From that moment on, Roman governors, including a man named Pontius Pilate, held absolute authority. This was the world Jesus grew up in. Roman soldiers in the streets. Heavy taxes. Political tension simmering like a fire under the surface. Religious groups dividing the nation. Pharisees, Sadducees, Essenes, Zealots, all wrestling with what it meant to follow God under foreign rule. Into this world Jesus walked, preaching a kingdom not of this world, yet one that would change the world. During the ministry years of Jesus, the emperor in Rome was Tiberius Caesar, and the man governing Judea was Pilate, a hard, stubborn politician who cared more about order than justice. He feared riots, avoided conflict, and ultimately approved the crucifixion of an innocent man to protect his own position. But Jesus' death was not the end of the story. The resurrection ignited a movement across the Roman Empire. From Jerusalem to Antioch, from Corinth to Rome itself, the gospel spread along Roman roads, carried by Roman ships, and preached in Roman cities. Yet tension between Rome and the Jewish people continued to grow. Taxation, corruption, religious zeal, national pride. All of it erupted in AD 66 when the Jews revolted against Rome. Rome responded with overwhelming force. Legions marched toward Jerusalem under General Vespasian and later his son Titus. Jesus had foretold this moment. Not one stone will be left on another. And in AD 70, Titus fulfilled those words. The Romans surrounded Jerusalem, starved the city, breached the walls, burned the temple, and brought the entire city to the ground. It was the end of the Second Temple era and the beginning of the Jewish diaspora. Yet even in destruction, the gospel kept spreading. The same empire that crucified Jesus became the vehicle God used to carry his message to the world. From Augustus to Titus, from Herod to Pilate, from Bethlehem to Jerusalem's fall, history moved exactly as God intended. And through it all, the light of Christ rose higher, brighter, and unstoppable.